Lightning with aspect. Yeah, we're doing the immense aspect. And so this aspect now says that I double the amount of energy I get, and then I have the amount of card plays. Basically, it says that each card costs 2 card plays. So at 2 card plays, I can play 1 card. When I get to 4, I can play 2, all the way up to 3 card plays when I've uncovered 6. Then, um, if you have any unused card plays at the end of the spirit phase, gain 1 element of your choice. Um, so the way that it states it, it costs 2 card plays instead of 1. So if I open up the third slot here, I would get to play 1 card and get an element of my choice. Elements can enable and shake up and do like innate powers, or sometimes make some of your cards a little bit stronger. Then, one more thing, for each major power you play, we're going to be drafting some of these major powers. For each major power you play, gain 2 different elements of your choice. So I can start getting some crazy cool elements as well. We are going to be playing the level 3 version of England. So you can shake up and give the bad guys different abilities. And so we're going to be trying England out. This is one that we have not played on stream. This is actually, I have not played a ton of England in my life. And so we're gonna learn together. But each one of these adversaries has a different loss condition, some different escalation stuff. So the additional loss condition here is if 7 or more buildings or towns are ever in a single land, the invaders win. And then stage 2 escalation, on each board with towns or cities, build in the land with the most towns or cities. Oof. Then level 1, and these are cumulative. Level 1, invader build actions affect lands without invaders if they're adjacent to at least 2 towns or cities before the action. So if we go here, then like if we were going to build here, usually you'd have to have an invader to build in this land, but because we're adjacent to at least 2, we don't. Uh, or we do build it regardless. Level 2, during setup, we add a city to land 1 and add a town to land 2. So that's already been done. And then stage 3, this is the high immigration 1. So we put the high immigration tile, which I assume I had at some point in my life and have no idea where it is anymore. Basically here. So it goes build, ravage, build, and then discard. So the invaders take this build action after each invader phase before ravaging. Card slide from left from ravage to it, and then from it to the discard pile. Remove the tile when a stage 2 card slides onto it, putting that card in the discard pile. So there's an additional build which can be really, really brutal because it does happen before the ravage. So if you think you're safe, you've cleared out everything, they're going to build again. And so it's gonna be interesting how we go. Lightning Swift Strike. The special rules here is that for every single air element that we have, which we do have a ton of them here, every single one of our cards has that purple element. Hello, Gurisma. How's it going? Gurisma, I just filmed the member game yesterday. It's I'm not gonna say it's definitely, but I think it was one of the more exciting games I've ever played. Lightning fast, let's go. So every air element that we have, we can use a slow power as if it were fast. So the way that the kind of phase goes, you have growth, fast, invaders act, then you do your slow actions. We can use those slow actions in the fast phase. And then our innate, we can start hitting and destroying some towns and stuff. So yeah, Gurisma, I think it's gonna be posted on Sunday. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. Um, yeah, we have stacked the fear deck. We have everything set up. I think we're ready to go ahead and explore into mountains. So we're gonna go mountain here and mountain there. This I can barely see the blight on this mountain. So there's a blight here. There's a blight there. Then we choose a growth option. We can choose to add 2 presence. And I think we're going to do that, right? So if we choose this, if we choose this option, we can add a presence and gain 3 energy. Or if we add 2 presents and we go here, we're gonna be getting the same amount of energy, and we're adding 2 presents, which 2 presents seems pretty good. Um, so if we do that, we get that in perpetuity, right? So we're not just getting the 3 now. So I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna just hop over here so I can add my first one 2 away. So 1, 2. And my second one 0 away. I could add it here or here, but I went here just because now I'm actually being able to touch every single land on the island. And most of our powers do deal with how far away we are from lands. Alrighty. We do have 1 card play. We're gonna get 4 energy. I'm gonna get 4 energy here. We have 1 card play. I think these are our issues, right? And the problem with lightning, and the thing that I struggle with lightning, is you can only get new cards whenever you reclaim cards, which is typically not, the strongest action because you're not adding presence, especially here with lightning. But when I reclaim cards, I typically want less cards in my hand, and if I'm only playing 1 card every single round, um, then that can be an issue. I'm kind of curious. Kind of curious if instead we go here and we just get the card plays, and then we can reclaim in 2 turns. And we would have enough energy to play here, but then we don't have. That's kind of interesting. If we just bump up to the card plays, we get 2 energy. We can still play the card that we wanted to play here. Then I think that may actually be the right path forward because then we can play both of these. Those are not on screen. We can play both of these next turn and we can get an efficient reclaim after playing all of our cards. Lightning's Boon actually is not a great card for us to play because we can use 2 slow powers as if they were fast, but every single one of our spirit or every single one of our lightning powers can be fast because it has that air on it. This is way better in multiplayer. It also like you can use your innate power as fast. I think we're just gonna do this, and I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do an inefficient reclaim because I wanna get a major relatively quick. We can toss Lightning's Boon, but once we get that major, it's kind of interesting. It's if we can get a major that gives us cards, now that then we're cooking. All right, let's do this. We got 4. We're gonna break this 3. That costs 2, and we get 1 fire and 1 air, just like that. Fast phase, we can use this as if it were fast. Not gonna do that. Um, Mainly because I want to destroy one of the towns that gets built here, not one that has yet to be, or not one that is already built. So we're gonna go directly into the invader phase. We're gonna look here, no build, and remember there's that special invisible tile right here. No ravage. We're gonna build in lands without towns. They build towns. There we go. And then this slides over to a ravage, and we've got an explore into sands. Forget how quickly England just kind of runs at you. England can be mean. Alrighty. Now it is our turn. Slow power. This is our only slow power. We're gonna go ahead and spend 2 to cause 1 fear and destroy a town. We could go here to destroy this town to save the blight. I think that's probably the best option. The other thing that we can do is if we are completely if we're in a lot of trouble, based on the card that we draw, we can go the Harbinger or the Lightning and pull these Dahan out to save them. Because we here, if they Ravage here, we're adding 2 Blight. If they have Ravage here, we're adding 1 Blight, but we're losing a Dahan. I don't really want to lose Dahan, but we have a way to save them if we absolutely have to. And so we're going to go ahead and destroy this town, Cause of Fear. Then that goes in my discard pile, and we're off. I'm trying to, oh my gosh, yeah, this is, I think, what adversary? We are doing England 3. So after the Ravage, they're building again. Okay. I need cards. I need cards, but I'm a little concerned about, what we're gonna actually draw. Um if we grab a major right off the bat, I think we do. I think we grab a major right off the bat. Um and then we're reclaiming so we can actually get this card back and we can play it fast if we wanted to destroy either this town so they prevent building a city or this guy here. Um I think we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and claim or reclaim. We'll get a energy, and then we're going to grab a major power. We do have to forget a card when we grab a major, and we're going to forget the choose 2 to go fast. We got Angry Bears. So 2 fear, 2 damage. If no beasts are present, add a beast, otherwise +2 damage, and push up to 1 beast. If I have 2 fire and 3 animal, 1 fear, and destroy 1 explorer or town in an adjacent with beast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was saying I said that I think right at the beginning of the stream. I assume I had the high immigration tile at some point. I have no idea where that is now. I've transferred Spirit Island into different storage containers over the years, and I assume it just kind of went away at some point. We're going a huge beast here. We got tigers hunting. So 1 away from a jungle that is not in a blighted land, 2 fear, add a beast, gather up to 1 beast, 1 damage per beast, and then push up to 2 beast. Then our elevated or escalated 1 damage in an adjacent land without blight and +1 damage per beast there. That's kind of interesting. Oh, the Vigor of the Breaking Dahan. This is such a good card. 2 damage per Dahan in a target land. I think you have to take this card. This feels like a S tier card for me. So you have to target a Dahan, 2 damage. If you have the kicker, you can push up to 2 Dahan into lands that you push Dahan to, 2 damage per Dahan. But this being fast, adding that damage can be just hugely beneficial. I think we have to take that one. Our last one is Manifest Incarnation. This one's a little scary. You have to be in a land with a city, and then basically everything dies. It is 6 fear, which is kind of interesting because fear scales based off player count. 6 fear is 1.5 fear cards, and so that is actually pretty freaking tempting right there. Doesn't have any, I think Vigor of the Breaking Dawn solves the problems that are currently in front of us and will continue to solve problems in the future. We're going to take Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Those get discarded. We're going to forget Lightning's Boon, and we're off. Okay. We get 4 energy. The other kind of thing is that the Vigor of the Breaking Dawn only costs 3 energy. So we're going to be stockpiling some energy. Which is fine because I think next turn we're probably looking at playing a Raging Storm and a Shattering Homesteads, which is kind of exciting. I think we just go Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. We'll target here, and then we save the day. We save the day, Patrick. Alrighty. Fast. We'll go ahead and activate this. 2 damage per Dahan, which will knock both of these guys out, which will cause a fear. Yep. In the invader phase, no build, ravage, boom, boom. We're gonna build in sands. Excellent. We love to see it. So many. Yikes. Then this is a build card now for the high immigration. Then we've got a wetlands coming in. We also get our beast action. There are a lot of cards in this invader deck. So in the fear deck, I'm sorry. So it's a 4/6/4 stack. So it's a lot of fear cards to go through, which is kind of interesting. Okay. Slow. We don't have any slow. So we're going into growth. I think at this point we probably need to. I think we're gonna blight twice, but we're gonna get these Dahan out of there. Especially now that we have vigor, we really do want to make sure that we're protecting the Dahan. Do you have a favorite spirit? Yes, I do. I usually go to Mini Mind's Move as 1 as my favorite spirit. England starting to build, build, build. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I really do enjoy Mini Mind's Move as 1. Um I played Wounded Waters Bleeding recently, and that's in my top 5 now. I don't think I've played them enough to say that they are my favorite spirit. I've only played them maybe 4 or 5 times. Then I just started playing Starlight, Seek Its Form, and I've been really enjoying Starlight. I think Starlight's cool. It's kind of like a craft your own spirit, which is pretty sweet. Okay. We are back into growth. Mini Minds, a man of taste. Yeah, right? It's they're so much fun. Mini Minds is great. Mini Minds is fun. I usually get tired of playing. It requires a lot of movement and yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. Mm. Alrighty. Growth. I do want to open up this double card play here, I think. If we do that, I think, we're losing some presence. But if we do the double card play, we can hit the Harbinger, pull those Dahan out. It would be just so. Oh wait, for each major power, gain 2 different elements of any type. That would not have helped me, but it's good to know. Good to remember that. I wish I could play more. The game has a bit of a table. It does. It does. I really do like the app. There's a Steam and iOS and I assume Android app, and I play a lot of games on the app. And I think that the UI takes a little bit of time to get used to, but it's really clean and it's really easy to just pull out a tablet and solo games, and on the app take 3 minutes, not 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. Alrighty, I think yeah, I think we're gonna go because we're gonna go here and here. We're gonna lose this presence. I would like to maintain my sacred site there. Um, yeah, we'll grab 4 money, and we have 2 card plays now. Let's go. I think we're definitely gonna do Harbinger of the Lightning to pull these out. That will get us a fear card, which is nice-ish. Um, the one damage to each invader is less good when when they build, even if there isn't an invader there. ah, okay. I think we'll go Shattered Homesteads. We'll take care of one of the probably this town here. I believe you said you don't use events, but utilize something else. What is that again? Of course, yes. So there are a couple of rules on not using events. You remove some of the healthy island cards from the game. There's a couple of other things that you do during setup, but the main big thing, I guess two main big things, is in your fear deck. Whenever you go to stage 2, Terror level 2, you add an additional card. So here in level 3, the setup is 4 fear cards on top, 5 in the middle, 4 on the bottom. If you're playing without events, it is a 4-6-4. And then you add these beast cards. So whenever you move into stage 2 and in stage 3, you get a command beast, which you can use in the fast phase for one of these abilities, where you can either do 1 damage per beast, or each beast you get to choose an option. 1 damage, 1 fear if invaders are present, or you can move the beast. And so that's kind of the difference, and kind of utilizes those beasts. I'm still playing level 0. My oldest kid played River while I played Lightning. Oh, that's cool. Just obliterated the board at Terra 2, destroyed 3 cities in a town in a one-shot to win. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. Okay. Um we have 2 and 2. Still not enough to hit a innate here. But it will be really nice to hit that innate hopefully next turn. Um we are going to activate this fast and push these 2 here. And then if you push any Dahan into a land with towns or cities, you cause a fear. That's our 4th fear, generating a card. I think we're going to save this one until the slow phase again. I could use the beast to kill this, but since it's in oh wait, hold up. Nah, check this out. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to cause 1 fear, and we're going to destroy this town, which causes another fear. We use that fast, and then we're going to use this to kill this guy. Now this will not build because it's not adjacent to 2. I think that's better. Prevent the entire build. No, it will still build because this builds first. Dang it. Stupid game. Stupid England. Stupid England. Alrighty, fine. We'll do that later. I forgot that they build first because this will build first. Alrighty, cool. So, fear card. Each player adds a strife and a land not matching it, a ravage card. Okay. So strife prevents that invader from participating, or they still participate, they just do not attack. I think we're gonna go here just to kind of start saving that. Okay. We are gonna build in mountains. I'm gonna go here, and then this is okay. They are both considered build actions, so we do build here as well. Ah, we're gonna ravage. So we got 1 and 1 there. So that's gonna be 2 of our 3 blight. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. And that destroys my presence there. And we're gonna build in wetlands. And remember, our loss condition is 7 buildings in a single land. Then this is going to discard. I'm just going to tuck that there just so we don't run out of room. Into sands again. Excellent. That's what you want. That's really what you want. Double build in sands. So we got explore here, and then we have that stage 2 escalation, which is this icon here. On each board with towns or cities, we have some. Uh, build in the land with the most towns or cities. So we got 2, 2, 2. I think we want to go in. I don't think it usually matters, but I think escalation first before exploring. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to now my mind's going. It was like, does that matter ever? Does it ever matter? um, alrighty. I think we're just gonna build here and prevent the build with the disease. Because I don't want to build in a sand, which is our only other option, because then it gets really scary. Alrighty. Sweet. Love that. Let's go ahead and we can use Vigor of the Breaking Dawn to take this guy out if we need to. So we'll go ahead and destroy this town and do a fear with our Shattered Homestands in the slow phase. Excellent. So those get discarded. Move on to Time Passes. Which spirit is a good partner for Ocean? I think that's the one that kid most wants to play the most. Ocean, so Ocean can only be in coastal lands or in the ocean. And so you want someone that can handle the inland lands. It kind of depends on your like what products you have. But Lure of the Deep Wilderness is a lot of fun because Lure cannot go to coastal lands. And so you have like these two spirits that their placement restriction is the other player's strength. So that's kind of fun. But I think anything that can like defend slash take care of the middle. Ocean's also a little bit slower of a build, I think. You only have the base game. Ocean's a little bit slower. So if you can get someone that goes fairly quickly out the gate, Thunder Speaker is pretty decent. Lightning's not bad. Lightning's pretty good. Lightning's pretty good, I think, for that because you can use Raging Storm to kind of hit those center spaces and hit it. Just checked. It definitely matters for Scotland or some. Okay, sweet, cool, thanks. Uh, yeah. So, I would say Lightning and have Lightning kind of manage the center of the board, prevent as many builds, and then just let Ocean do what Ocean does in the coastals, and you'll be fine. Okay. Time passes. We're gonna go ahead and reclaim cards. We gain an energy, and we're gonna gain a power card. I think we're gonna gain another major. I think we're gonna get rid of Raging Storm. Raging Storm is expensive, and yeah. So we're gonna grab another major. 2, 4. See what we got. It feels like I'm opening like a TCG pack. Oh, Instrument of Their Own Ruin. I like this card a lot. And it has our elements. That's actually huge. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, 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 ooh. Add a Strife. Each invader with Strife deals damage to other invaders in target land. And then if you have all the kicker elements, then instead, if invaders ravage in the target land, they damage invaders in adjacent lands and instead of Dahan and the land. Dahan and target land do not fight back. That seems really really good for us right now. um, has our elements and everything. Got plague sails to distant ports. So we one fear add 4 disease among coastal lands on any boards other than the target land. Okay. You have to target a city, which we're fine. You have the kicker. This does also have our elements as well. And spend 1 fear, 3 damage. Spirits may jointly spend 3 energy per player. Aided by removing disease from the island for 3 energy each to remove the top card of the fear deck from the game. Add a disease. Interesting. Got add a disease if target land is jungle or wetland, 2 fear and 3 damage. 1 damage to each invader if you have the kicker. And then remove 1 invader and 1 explorer or town, or remove all damage invaders. That actually would be really good with my Storm of Spirit or Raging Storms. So 1 damage to invaders, remove all damage invaders. You can just clear lands. In any 2 lands with 4 or more invaders, remove 1 invader. Okay, that's really interesting. So I think we're kind of debating between these two. And if we take this, we do have to probably keep Raging Storm because we can, you know, damage everything, remove everything, which feels really good. Feels really, really good. um uh what would we I think we would probably lose Shatter Homesteads. In any two lands with 4 or more invaders, remove 1 invader. That seems really good. That seems really, really decent. And then Instrument of Their Own Ruin is really good, though. Each invader with Strife deals damage to other invaders in the land. So that's another just really good way to clear some stuff. I think we could probably hit that kicker pretty easily, especially if we play these together. Because we would be able to hit both of those kickers because we get those bonus elements granted by major plays. Invaders, if raiders ravage and target land, that doesn't solve an immediate problem. It's going to solve a huge problem next turn, though. I think, honestly, I think it's this. Remove all damaged invaders. Because that just has some insane synergy. And we're going to get rid of Shatter Homesteads. Yeah. Woo! All right. Well, that's kind of exciting. We're going to grab 4 energy. And then that kind of gets to play like every single growth or every single like card pass, play these two together and then these two together so we can manipulate the Dahan and then deal damage to all the Dahan. So that's pretty cool. How was your holiday? It was fantastic. Thank you so very much for asking. Yeah, it was really, really good. I did Gen Con, which was just a whirlwind of excitement and happiness. And then went to Paris for the Olympics. That was just an incredibly insane, awesome experience. But yeah, it was really, really good. I think today is like the first day that I feel like I've readjusted back to my time zone because I was in Paris. I landed on Sunday. I left on Sunday, so about a week. Took me, I don't know, half of that time to get used to the time. There was one night where I was up until like 5 a.m. Paris time. It was brutal. Um, and then I came back. Today feels like kind of the first day where like my energy is like, okay, like I think I've, I went to bed at a reasonable time and I woke up at a reasonable time. So, but thank you for asking. Happy to be back too. I think we actually go. Yeah, I think we go here first. I think we go here. Um, because might as well let them build twice before we clear everything. What events did you see at the Olympics? Doing a video on your Gen Con haul? I don't think I bought anything at Gen Con. I got a couple of games, uh, but it was probably the least amount of stuff that I brought home from Gen Con ever. So I did get a really cool Star Wars Unlimited playmat, um, but I don't necessarily know if there's enough to do a video on the Gen Con haul. Um, but yeah, the events that I saw, my initial flight, I talked about this a little bit on Wednesday. So my initial flight, I was flying out of um Cincinnati, where I'm from, at 4 p.m. and then an overnight flight. I flew to Philly, overnight flight over to France. Then that got moved to 10 a.m. And so my initial layover in Philly was 9 hours, and then my flight got delayed 5 hours. And so I ended up spending about 14 hours in Philadelphia. 2 of that was on the plane, but that delay did cause me to miss my first event, which was a little sad. But everyone else on the trip got to go, which was awesome, and so they got to see beach volleyball. We saw the U.S. women play for the semifinal match in soccer. We got to see them win the gold medal in soccer or football. Sorry. Um, I got to see France women play basketball, which was awesome. It was really cool. Just like that energy of seeing the host country play was a ton of fun. We saw table tennis. We saw the team version of table tennis, and then just kind of experiencing everything that they had set up for the Olympics was just like a lot of fun, right? They had all these watch parties, and it was just like just kind of walking around and just experiencing that. So it was a good time. Glorismo loves Paris. It's always a great experience when there's a sport event. I went one time. They won the soccer football Euro Cup, and the streets were crazy. That's cool. That's cool. It was kind of interesting. We were talking with some local Parisians, um, and so many of the locals left for vacation to kind of avoid it, and they were renting out, and everyone who had like Airbnbs or hotels jacked up the price like insanely high. And so we stayed about an hour out of Paris, and so our rent was not actually too bad. But they jacked up the rent insanely high, so much so that nobody was planning to come. And so about 2 to 3 months before the Olympics, the government came in and capped how much you could raise your rent. And so there was a lot of like option, or there was a lot of stuff where they were like, um, you have to you can't spend more, or you can't raise prices anymore. And but that was too late, so people already weren't coming, and so there's actually not a ton of people there. It was actually a fairly empty city, which was kind of interesting. When you're in London, I went to wrestling, diving, and also a Paralympic track. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like an amazing time. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do this. I'll go 3 here. Okay, 2 damage, and we don't have any elements. We do get 2 elements based on the card plays, which doesn't help us either. Mm. It feels like this is too good to to not hit. Okay. So 2 damage per Dahan. We're gonna go ahead and kill here. It's gonna cause a fear. Also off topic, but I made a Clarity of Purpose deck with Jubilee. Oh, interesting. Wolverine ally is actually decent. Oh, that's a really good. Yeah, I always forget that Clarity of Purpose can be thrown on not your hero. That's a really cool idea. I like that. Okay. And then we can push up to 2 Dahan. If we move Dahan into a land that has towns or cities, we do a fear, which is nice because that's a card. What are we looking at? We got 3 cards left. All right. I want to keep. I guess it doesn't. It kind of does matter. Pushing it there. We're in a lot of trouble, team. Oof. I'm trying to figure out how I can save both of these. I think we're gonna blight Island next turn, which is too bad. Um, let's go ahead and push this guy. Let's go ahead and push that guy there. Cause the fear. We'll go ahead and get a card. All right. So fear card. Cities do -1 damage during Ravage. Invaders do not heal damage at the end of the turn. Okay. We're gonna build in Sands. Each one of these is gonna get one of these guys. We're gonna Ravage in Wetlands. This guy dies. We're gonna build in Sands again. Oh. Then we're going to go into Jungles and build in the town or city with the most. So we'll build here. So that's 2, 3, 4. But nice thing is that's the last time that we're going to do that additional build. So I had my resource clarity on me and Wolverine, so I set up each turn. Also had suit up to crack Wolverine clarity. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. You go reinforce suit too. I feel like clarity of purpose is haunting me. I asked about Spider Ham on Reddit the other day, and clarity of purpose was all that came out. Now Jubilee. I can't even remember which pack it came in now. I do not remember. No idea. It is slow phase. We got nothing. So we're gonna go ahead into growth. I think we go. So we're just gonna get dunked on with this Ravage. But we can save this one. We can clear everything here. And if we do that, we're also gonna probably be able to get the hit here, and any 2 lands with 4 more invaders. Remove 1 invader. Um, Spider. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, Spider. All the big health. Use health as a resource type stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna go here. I think we're gonna go and open up 2 more card plays, and probably not ever use those card plays. We potentially will at some point, but that does give us 2 more elements. Um, I think that's where we need to be. Yeah. We'll go Sacred Site here, and let's drop here. We're gonna get 4 money, and we're gonna use 2 card plays. We get 2 different elements of your choice. That's good to know. Um, so we have. I don't have my. This is my moon. We have 1 moon. We have 1 fire, 2 air. We have 2 elements. Which I think for each major power, we're gonna at least get 1 fire. The 1 fire opens up the 1 fire and 1 air, because we only have 2 air, and then we can get 2 moon. If we go 2 moon, that opens up here. We can remove 1 invader, but I think I would rather actually just go with the fire, because if we go with fire, we can destroy a city, and we would be removing a city regardless. So we might as well destroy it and get the fear from it. And we have 1 more element that we can grab. Um, I think we're kind of floating that last element. Um, we don't have enough for trying. um, we'll go with yeah, we'll just go up to fire. Didn't want Spider release on the same day as Ham. Clever from FFG to release Ham's best card. Yeah, it is really fun how like new cards can really ramp older heroes. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and go 1 damage to each invader here, and then we're gonna remove all damaged invaders. Yeah. So we're just removing all of these invaders. Okay. That is remove. It's not damage, or it's not destroy. So unfortunately, we don't get to we don't get to like um do any fear for that. I'm looking at our fear. We have 2 cards left. And so typically when we're in this situation, I like to try and hit both of those cards at the same time because it unlocks level 2 for both of them. And so we could destroy the or the city. Are we building a city? I don't think we're building a city anywhere. We're actually not building here, which is pretty awesome. No, we are, because we're going to use that guy to take him out. So we're not building there. We are ravaging here. Let's go ahead and just destroy this guy using our innate for 2 fear. Cool. I'm gonna chain. I'm gonna break my or unbreak my 3. Okay. We don't have fear cards. We're gonna go directly into build. We are gonna build here. This goes away. I'm gonna ravage here and here. So that's gonna be a blight. And then we have to cascade. Let's see what we got. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, I hope this isn't a still healthy island because I did not bring a second card down here. So ongoing, starting next turn during ravage actions, invaders deal +2 damage per land. I hate that. We get 5 blight per player. So that's just, and then if we lose all 5 of that blight, we do lose the game. Ugh. We're gonna cascade here. Because if we cascade to any of the other ones, we lose a presence. Not looking to do that. And then this is the final. We do push that off. So we're going to build in jungles. Just like that. And then we're going to explore into coastal lands. But no escalation, which is pretty nice. Slight breather there. Cool. Slow actions. In terms of slow actions, we have no slow actions. So we're going to go into growth. We're going to reclaim cards. We're going to gain an energy. And we're going to grab a card. I don't think... I think we grab a miner here. I don't think we... I don't think we want to lose any of those cards. So we're going to grab a miner. If you grab a miner, you don't have to lose a card, which is nice. We've got a poisoned dew. None of, oh, well, I guess it has fire. Destroy 1, target land, destroy all. That's probably not worth it here. Don't want to add blight, but destroy 3 towns and all explorers. Add 1 blight. It can be fast if we have that. That's fine. Target land has any disease, 1 damage to each invader. If it's mountain or wetland, 1 fear and add a disease. For each Dahan, 1 damage to towns or cities, or 1 fear gather up to 2 Dahan. That, I mean, we grabbed that one, right? Like, yeah, that's especially because we now have that play line of manipulating all the Dahan and then bombing it with vigor. So we can play all 3 of these cards now if we wanted to. If we do that, we don't have enough for the kicker here, so it actually may just be worth not playing this card so that we can get the elements. And if we can get the elements, then we can get this kicker, which is a really nice kicker, especially because we can save both of these. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm liking the way the play is shaping up. So we got that there. Let's see what we got. Oops. We have 3 card plays, but I think we're only going to use 2 of them. One of them being Vigor. So 2 damage per Dahan and land. So this is going to be 2, 4, 6. So that can clear here. Because that's 2, 4, 6. The Strife can stay there. And then I can push up to 2 Dahan. I think I actually go here, right? Because I can do for each Dahan, 1 damage to towns or cities. This will then clear everything. The 1 Dahan left will take out the city that is during the Ravage. And then we can push 2 here, 2 damage to clear there, so they don't actually blight anything. I think that's the play there. If we do that, let's count our. I should have just brought all the elements up here, especially since I was playing a major. We got 1 here. We got 0 fire. Let's go. We've got 2, which is the kicker that we need there. We have 1 major play, so we can grab 2 different elements. So that'll be here. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, because we're not going to be able to hit anything. So we're just going to use our additional card plays here to get the get the kicker there. Okay. Actually, we don't even have to. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do this. I guess, yeah, we'll just do this. I will do this one first. So I'm going to pay for that. For each Dahan, 1 damage to everything here, or each town or city. Then we're going to do 2 damage per Dahan. And so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because these were damaged. So it's just going to clear that, which is going to be 2, 4, 2, 3, 4 fear. I don't think we're going to get that second fear card, unfortunately. But that's fine. Well, if we accept a blight here, we can, and I think we'll do that. We're gonna push up to 2 Dahan, and lands that you push the Dahan into. I'm gonna go here and here, 2 damage per Dahan, so that's gonna clear out here. It's gonna be another fear, and then 1 or 2 damage here. No, heck, we're gonna push it here and then go there. And then there's that second fear, because we can push to different lands. That's going to unlock Terror level 2. 2 fear cards to Terror level 2. Saves. No, it doesn't save the Ravage here because they're doing +2 Ravage. So I'm going to actually instead push it here, just because I'd rather save the Dahan because we would lose the Dahan. Might as well just save the Dahan, yeah. Excellent. Okay, I like that. That was fun. 2 fear cards at level 2. Nice big swing for us. Each player chooses a different coastal land. In each, gather up to 1 Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. There you go. We'll gather here and destroy here. Another fear. On each board, remove a town or a explorer from a land with badlands, disease, or wilds, or Dahan. Right? Yep. And that's removed, not destroyed. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna ravage here. We'll lose a presence and add a blight. Yeah. And then here we're safe. Building in coastal lands. We're not building here. We're only adjacent to 1. And you can choose which lands to build in. So I'm going to, well, I guess it does say before the build action. So we'll build here because we are adjacent to 2. And then we will build here. Okay. There's that. We have slow powers, no slow powers. And we're back to growth. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Sorry. We have to explore. We're exploring in the mountains. We get another beast. Alrighty. Okay. I think we're gonna blight here again. Um, or actually, what we could do is we could reclaim, grab this, go 2 damage per Dahan in this land, and then do our board wipe there to clear that out. That saves us from the Ravage in coastal lands. I think we have to do that, mainly because then we're going to lose a presence. We're down to 3 blight. I think we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and reclaim cards. We're going to gain a money. I think we're going to gain a major power here, mainly because we can lose this guy. Not be too upset, but major powers are just so high impact. And we need high impact cards. Okay, so we got Strangling Firevine. What a awesome name. 1 away from his sands, destroy all explorers. Add a wilds. Add 1 wilds in the originating sands. 1 damage per wilds in and adjacent to target land. We need a tsunami. Yeah, right. Okay. +1 damage per wild in and adjacent to target land. Maybe not. Fragment of Yesteryear, remove all pieces, then add the pieces matching the target's land setup symbols. Um, this power can be fast. Don't remove Dahan or any spirit's presence or spirit tokens. Don't add invaders or blight. Don't remove Dahan, any spirit's presence or spirit tokens. Don't add invaders or blight. You just win? How does that work? Okay, so remove all pieces, then add the pieces matching a target land setup symbol. If we have 3 moons, don't remove Dahan, any spirit's presence, or spirit tokens. Don't add invaders or blight. Oh, this is just in 1 land. Ha! It's not the board. It's okay, sorry. Cut that out. That makes a lot more sense. Cool. That's really interesting. Ooh, I do like Vengeance of the Dead. 3 fear during the rest of the turn. 1 damage in target land for each town, city, or Dahan destroyed here. 1 damage from this power may be dealt in adjacent lands with for 3. Hey, cast down into Brightening Deep. We got that tsunami that Gurizmo was asking for. 9, 6 fear, destroy all invaders. This has to be a coastal land. Honestly, I think we go for this. If we have 2 of everything, 4 of a lot, destroy the board containing the land. We don't want to do that because we lose the game, and losing the game is typically sad. But I mean, like, it's 6 fear, destroy all invaders. I think we take this card mainly because that's we're blitzing a fear victory at this point. I think the other option, Fragment of Yesteryear, could be kind of interesting. Woot. Vengeance of the Dead, 3 fear. We're doing a lot of removal, not destruction. So let's grab Cast Down into Briny Deep. Getting some more money. That does eat a lot of our money. I think this is probably a 1 play forget type of major power. So we'll play this for 9. I don't think I can consistently play it for 9. So we'll see how that goes. We do have enough to play. We do. I mean, it's kind of cool. Cool. I mean, I think we have to do that now. So let's go ahead and throw 9 here. 6 fear, destroy all invaders. Pretty sweet. We're gonna figure out how to make that fast. Um, and then I think we're gonna go Vigor the Breaking Dawn. We don't have to actually. It's kind of interesting. No, we'll go Vigor the Breaking Dawn. Also, I don't think I ever did this escalation, so we should have built here. Yeah, cool. I forgot that. And now we have no money, so that's pretty hype. Sweet. Okay. We have 2 sun. We have 0 fire, 0 air. We have 1 animal. We'll go ahead and this one, we get 2 different elements. We'll go 1, 2. I guess we could go with a Harbinger of the Lightning. Eh. Yeah, because I definitely don't want to do it next round. So we'll go ahead and just play this. So this one gives us a air and a animal. This one gives us a sun and a fire, I guess. It doesn't really matter. But mainly the big thing is we can hit this this innate here. Do we don't need an air actually. No, we do. No, we don't. But if we don't go with air, yeah, it's fine. We only have 2 we have 2 air, so we can do both of these fast if we wanted to, which we do. Alrighty. Let's wreak some havoc. We're gonna make this one fast with 1 of our air. So we're gonna spend 9. We're gonna target this land here. It's gonna be 6 fear, so there's 3 fear card, 3 more. And we're gonna destroy all invaders. That's 2, 4 more fear, which is a fear card. Then these guys leave. It's always so satisfying. Okay. We are going to check this out. We're going to push up to 2 of these. There. And we're going to do 1 fear because we pushed it in. That's the 3rd fear card. And then we're going to go 2 damage per Dahan in target land. So we're going to clear here. It's another fear. And we do get this. We can push up to 2. I think we're going to push 1 and destroy that as well. So that cleared the board. That was a insane turn. We are building in mountains, so we will be adding some stuff, but that was pretty awesome. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. We're not building here. We have 3 fear cards. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh my gosh, the best viewers. I already have the best viewers. Okay, well there you go. I don't have enough here. If I did have enough to trigger this, we could win the game, but I don't. But maybe this will be a remove an invader. These are all at level 2. Each player adds a strife in a land adjacent with or adjacent to beast. Invaders skip their normal explore and build step in that land. Oh, I can't. I don't have a land, so that just whiffs. Each player removes a town or a city from a land with presence, and that is game right there, because we win if there are no towns or cities on the board, and there are no towns or cities on the board, meaning that we claimed victory over the island. So that was pretty awesome. That was a huge pull. The cast down into the briny deep, being able to pay for that and vigor of the breaking dawn, that was big. That was pretty hype. So I do really like the immense aspect for lightning. I think it's a really fun way to play and just like lean into the majors. Because I think I typically find myself playing more minors and like leaning into the multiple card plays over like the high impact, high cost majors. Just like I don't know why. It's just kind of what I feel like I end up doing. But the you know, ending with 3 majors is pretty hype, pretty awesome. Excellent. So that is Spirit Island. Yeah. We have a well, I'll be streaming next week. I'm still trying to figure out all of what next week's schedule looks like. I got a couple of different things that I'm working on. But I will be posting next week's schedule probably on or on Sunday. So check the YouTube community page for next week's schedule. It'll be listed there. But until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their weekend, or I guess start of their weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. And hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day as well. Thanks all. Thanks for hanging out. See you around.